Someone who is not in contact with you is planning this secretly. My beloved child, the air around you has been shifting in ways you haven't fully noticed, as if a silent wind has been carrying whispers meant only for your spirit, whispers about someone who once stood close to your heart but now lives in the shadows of distance. They are not in contact with you anymore, but that absence is not empty, it is full, heavy, loaded with secret intentions that have slowly been taking shape far from your sight. And as you listen now, breathe slow, because every second from here is going to pull you deeper into a revelation that will lift the veil over something you never saw coming. Something huge is waiting for you, and the moment you hear it, everything about the silence between you and this person will suddenly make sense. They have been watching your growth, your shifts, your healing, and instead of walking away forever, they have been crafting something behind the curtain, something that even your intuition struggled to decode. They didn't reach out, they didn't call, they didn't message, and you took it as loss. But all this time, the truth is that they were preparing themselves for a moment where destiny would allow your paths to cross again in a completely unexpected way. And as I reveal this, know that the next few seconds will feel like a doorway opening, because what they are planning has nothing to do with your past, and everything to do with your future. Another dawn rises over your life, and with it comes the hidden truth they've been safeguarding like a sacred secret. While you were busy rebuilding yourself, they were wrestling with something they never expressed, an internal war between pride and longing, between fear and desire, between letting go and holding on from afar. They never told you the full story. They never explained why the distance came. They never revealed the real reason they stepped back. But hear this carefully, they are planning to return, not in the same weak, confused form they left in, but with a clarity and purpose that may shake you to your core. They've been gathering courage, untangling their emotions, revisiting memories they thought they buried. And the moment they saw you rising, quietly, gracefully, powerfully, they felt their heart pull in a direction they can no longer deny. This isn't about romance alone, nor is it simply about closure. This is about a cycle that was left incomplete, a story that paused but was never meant to end. And now, right now, they are preparing something that will redefine how you understand silence, distance, and destiny. Something huge is waiting for you, and even though they haven't spoken your name out loud in months, they whisper it in their mind with a familiarity they can't shake off. They didn't disappear. They've been preparing. And the plan they're holding is bigger, deeper, and more transformative than you ever imagined. Now listen with the deepest part of your spirit, because the path you're about to walk into will require strength and an open heart. They are planning to reappear in a way that doesn't just shock you, it awakens something within you that has been asleep. They are planning a message, a meeting, a confession, a moment woven with the kind of honesty they never had the courage to give you before. They've replayed your last conversation, over and over. They've held on to your words. They've watched your glow expand. They've felt the absence more than you know. And now, they're ready to step toward you not as the person who left, but as the person they always wished they could be for you. Their plan isn't small. It isn't impulsive. It isn't meaningless. It's something they believe could change the direction of both your lives if you choose to open the door when it knocks. And as these words reach you, your heart already knows who this is. Your soul already feels the vibration of their return. Something huge is waiting for you, and their secret plan is about to collide with your destiny in a way that will make the silence of the past finally speak. My beloved child, the silence between you and this person has not been empty, it has been powerful, intentional, and filled with movements you were never meant to see until the time was right. While you carried the weight of unanswered questions, they carried the weight of untold truths, and that silent pressure has pushed them toward a decision that will affect you more deeply than you realize. They have been planning something quietly, almost fearfully, as if they know destiny is giving them one final window, and they don't want to miss it. Every night they replay moments that once connected your souls, and every morning they wake up with a strange pull, an urge to make things right before life moves on without giving them another chance. They've talked to no one about this, not even the people closest to them. They've kept this decision inside their chest because they know the moment they speak it out loud, there is no turning back. And now, as these words reach you, understand that they are closer than ever to stepping out of the shadows and into your reality again. Something huge is waiting for you, something that will turn this quiet distance into a turning point you didn't see coming. A new shift is forming around them, and they can feel it like a rising tide. They are planning to break their own silence, not because they want attention, not because they feel lonely, but because they realize that if they don't act now, they might lose the chance to reconnect with someone who unknowingly changed them to their core, you. They've watched your glow from afar, whether through memories, glimpses, or silent updates they stumbled across. What they didn't expect was the impact it would have on them. It shook them. It forced them to question their choices, their fears, their pride, and the way they handled your connection. And now, they are ready to risk the discomfort of returning, even if it means facing the possibility that you might reject them. They've been drafting messages they never sent, imagining conversations they never had the courage to initiate. They've practiced their words, deleted them, rewritten them, hesitated, then tried again. This secret plan has been growing stronger with every passing day, and it has reached a point where it's no longer just a thought, it has become a decision. They are preparing to step toward you with the truth they hid, the emotions they muted, and the clarity they finally gained. And when that moment arrives, your heart will feel the weight of everything left unsaid finally rising to the surface. Now listen closely, because this is the part destiny always hides until the very last moment. What they are planning isn't small, it carries the energy of a life-changing shift. They are preparing to come forward with something that will not only surprise you but may even bring answers to questions you've been silently carrying for months. They are planning to express what they never found the strength to tell you when they were still in your life. They are planning to reveal the real reason behind the distance. They are planning to offer something they were never ready to give before, a chance, a truth, a closure, or even a new beginning. This plan is not fueled by impulsive emotion, it is fueled by a realization that you were not just another chapter, you were a turning point. And now, they feel a magnetic pull to return to the place their soul never fully left. Something huge is waiting for you, and this secret plan, guarded, silent, and deeply emotional, is about to unfold in your life in a way that will make everything suddenly align. My beloved child, the truth you are about to hear goes deeper than distance, deeper than silence, deeper than the empty spaces this person left behind. Their absence has not been a disappearance, it has been a silent transformation. While you were learning to stand again, they were learning to face themselves. While you rebuilt your broken pieces, they examined the pieces of themselves they never wanted you to see. And now, the plan they are forming in secrecy rises from a place that has been aching inside them for far too long. They feel a pull they can no longer ignore, a whisper inside their spirit telling them they must return to a chapter they left unfinished. Their heart has been carrying your name like a hidden pulse, steady, persistent, unshaken. They've tried to pretend the distance meant nothing. They tried to bury the feelings that once tied your souls. But every attempt crumbled. Every distraction failed. Every new path circled back to you. They are planning something big, something they have kept locked away, something they believe may shift the direction of the connection that once held a quiet magic. Something huge is waiting for you, and what they are planning is heavier, deeper, and far more emotional than you ever expected. Another layer of truth is rising around them now, and it is pushing them closer to a choice they can no longer delay. They've been holding on to memories not because they are stuck in the past, but because those memories are the only place where they felt something real. They've been silent, yes, but inside that silence there has been a storm, one full of regret, longing, and realizations that came too late. Their days may look normal to others, but within them lies a constant echo of unfinished business. This person, who pretended they had moved on, has been carrying a weight that only your presence ever balanced. They have been replaying the last moment they saw you, the last conversation, the last expression in your eyes. And with every replay, they feel an urgency tightening around their decisions. They know they can't appear empty-handed. They know they must come with truth, clarity, and something meaningful enough to bridge a distance that should have never existed. So they are planning a message, a sudden appearance, a confession, a step toward you that they once lacked the courage to take. They are preparing to break their silence in a way that will not just surprise you, it will shake you. Because this time, they are coming not as someone who disappeared, but as someone who finally understands what they lost by leaving. And now, hear this with the deepest part of your soul, because destiny is aligning itself in your favor. The plan they are making is not just emotional, it is life-altering. They are preparing to reveal something they hid even from themselves for a long time. They are preparing to admit something they once feared would make them vulnerable. They are preparing to say words they held back when you needed them most. This plan includes honesty they never gave you, transparency they never showed you, and intention they never acted upon. They are quietly building the courage to tell you what truly happened, why they withdrew, what held them back, what they felt, and what they feel even now. And the impact of their return will not be small, it will be a moment that forces you to decide whether this unfinished connection is meant to rise again or finally rest. Something huge is waiting for you. Their secret plan is approaching its moment of action, and soon, the silence that once confused you will turn into a revelation that illuminates everything you never fully understood before. My beloved child, the moment that has been forming in the unseen is finally beginning to take shape, and the person who stepped away from your life is now standing on the edge of a decision that could redirect both your paths. Their silence has become too heavy for them to carry, their distance too loud for them to ignore. They've reached a point where pretending no longer works. Their heart, their mind, their spirit, everything within them, is urging them to act before the window destiny opened for them closes. What they are planning has moved beyond thoughts and entered the realm of intention. They are preparing something that will reveal not just their emotions, but the truth they hid even from themselves. They have been standing in the shadows long enough, watching your life unfold with a mixture of awe, regret, and longing. And now, they feel a powerful push, one that whispers, if you don't move now, you will lose them forever. Something huge is waiting for you, and this time, the universe is aligning to make sure you hear the truth they never had the courage to speak. A shift has happened inside them, a shift so strong it has broken through their fear, their pride, their hesitation. They have realized that you were not a temporary chapter, they realized you were the turning point they were too afraid to honor. They tried to walk away, but everything in life kept circling back to you. Every decision felt incomplete. Every new connection fell short. Every attempt to forget you only reminded them how deeply you touched their soul. They've reached a depth of clarity that forces them to rethink everything they once believed. They now understand that your presence was not a coincidence, it was a divine intersection meant to teach them, heal them, awaken them. And now, they are planning their return not with empty words but with a truth that has matured through silence. They are preparing to speak from a place of vulnerability they avoided before. They are preparing to come forward with honesty so raw it might shake the very foundation of your connection. What they are planning has weight. It has purpose. It carries the energy of something destined. Now listen closely, because the next steps they take will carry the emotional intensity of a moment long overdue. They are preparing to reveal something that may shift the way you see your past and your future. They are planning to tell you what they felt, what stopped them, what they hid, and what they still carry for you even after all this time. Their confession is not casual, it's a release of everything they bottled inside. They want to clear the space between you, not to reopen old wounds, but to finally let the truth breathe. They want to tell you why they left. They want to tell you what they discovered in your absence. They want to tell you how the silence shaped them, rearranged them, woke them up. And most importantly, they want to tell you what they hope can happen next. Something huge is waiting for you, and their secret plan, born in regret and nurtured in longing, is finally reaching the surface. The moment they've been building toward is closer than you think, and when it arrives, the unanswered chapters of your story will finally find their voice. My beloved child, the final layer of this hidden truth is unfolding now, and the person who once drifted away from your life is standing closer to returning than you have ever realized. Their silence has become a confession in itself, a quiet admission that the distance between you was never freedom for them, only a reminder of what their soul kept reaching for. They have been holding on to something they have not told anyone, something that has been growing inside them with every passing day. They are planning not just a return, but a revelation that could rewrite the emotional story between you. Their heart has been carrying a decision that has grown too heavy to hide. They've replayed your memories until they blurred into the quiet hours of their nights. They've tried to convince themselves they were done, but their spirit keeps pulling them back to you with a force they cannot deny. And that force is now shaping their next move. Something huge is waiting for you, something that carries the weight of their truest feelings, finally ready to surface. Deep within them, a realization has settled, one they never expected to face. They now understand that the distance didn't break the connection, it deepened it. The time apart didn't erase the bond, it exposed how real it was. They've been fighting with themselves, questioning why they still feel you in moments that should have been long forgotten. They wonder why your name still crosses their mind when they are alone. They wonder why your presence still feels closer than people they see every day. And every time they try to shut down that feeling, it rises even stronger. They now know they can't escape it. It's not just emotion, it's truth. And this truth has been guiding them quietly toward a plan they've been shaping in the shadows. They want to return, not with confusion, not with mixed signals, but with clarity. They want to speak with the honesty they once lacked. They want to offer the truth they once feared. They want to bring closure where there was confusion, or a beginning where there was silence. Their plan is filled with emotional courage they've never shown you before, and that courage is about to reveal itself. Now prepare yourself, because what they are planning will carry more impact than anything that has happened between you so far. They are preparing to reach out in a way that will feel direct, intentional, and impossible to ignore. The message they've been rehearsing is not simple. It is built from months of reflection, regret, longing, and clarity. They're ready to tell you why they disappeared, what they've discovered about themselves, what emotions they never managed to express, and why everything inside them keeps pulling them back to you. This revelation will not be a small moment, it will be a shift in your timeline. Their truth may bring healing. It may bring closure. It may bring a new beginning. But whatever it brings, it will bring understanding. Something huge is waiting for you, and their plan, carefully guarded, deeply emotional, and finally ready, will soon step out of the silence and into your reality, altering everything you thought you knew about why they stayed away, and why they're coming back now. My beloved child, you must feel the shift inside your spirit right now, because the energy around this person is no longer still, it's rising, tightening, moving toward a moment that has been building since the day they walked away. Their silence has turned into a bridge, not a barrier, and every heartbeat they've spent away from you has carried them closer to a truth they can no longer deny. What they are planning has now crossed the boundary of hesitation. They are no longer thinking about coming forward, they are preparing for it. They are gathering their words, shaping their confession, and holding on to the realization that if they don't act now, the universe will move you further ahead than they can ever catch up. Something huge is waiting for you, and they feel it too. Your destiny is pulling them toward a moment of honesty they cannot escape. Every step they take now carries intention, and every intention carries the weight of the feelings they silently protected all this time. They know the truth they hold could change everything between you, and instead of running from it, they are finally ready to face it. The depth of what they plan to reveal is not small. It is the kind of truth that shakes a person's spirit before it frees them. They have been thinking about this moment for longer than you know. They've imagined your reaction, your silence, your questions, your eyes meeting theirs again. They've feared it, longed for it, replayed it, and prayed that when the moment arrives, they will have the courage to follow through. You were the unfinished chapter they tried to leave behind, but every time they turned the page, they found your name written in the margins of their life. They keep remembering the way you spoke, the way you cared, the energy you carried. Something in you changed them in a way nothing else ever could. And now, they are planning to show you the truth of what that change meant. They are planning to reveal why they stayed away, what held them back, what they hid during the silence, and why your presence still sits in the deepest corner of their heart. Their plan is a release of everything they kept locked away, and the moment they reveal it, you will understand emotions that were once hidden behind unanswered messages, unfinished conversations, and unexplained distance. Now prepare yourself, because the moment approaching you will not be subtle. It will carry the force of all the silence you endured and all the truth they suppressed. They are preparing to return in a way that will feel like the universe paused just for your story to rewrite itself. Their confession may bring peace, it may bring shock, it may bring clarity, or it may open doors you thought were permanently closed. But whatever it brings, it will come with honesty they never gave you before. They want to stand in front of you without fear, without pride, without excuses, just truth. They want to tell you what they felt, what they feel, and what they hope can happen next. They know they cannot undo the past, but they believe they can finally explain it. Something huge is waiting for you, and the secret plan they've guarded with trembling hands is about to step out of the shadows. Their next move is not random, it is destiny. And when it happens, your heart will understand why the universe kept this person connected to you even when the world believed you had parted for good. My beloved child, the unseen threads of fate are tightening now, pulling this person closer to the moment they have been quietly preparing for. Their silence is no longer silence, it is anticipation. It is the calm right before a confession that has been building for months. They are standing in a place where their emotions can no longer be hidden behind distance. Something inside them has shifted so deeply that even they can't ignore it anymore. They know they have to face what they ran from. They know the truth they've been carrying must finally be spoken. And as this realization grows, the plan they've kept buried is rising to the surface with an urgency they cannot escape. Something huge is waiting for you, and every heartbeat they take brings that moment closer to unfolding. They feel the weight of your absence heavier than they ever admitted, and now, that weight is pushing them toward a decision they once feared but can no longer avoid. There is a quiet storm moving through their spirit, one made of memories, longing, regret, and a clarity that only distance could give them. They've tried to convince themselves you were just a phase, a moment, a passing emotion. But the truth inside them refuses to be silenced. They feel your energy in ways they cannot explain. They feel your importance in a place deeper than thought. They feel the pull of destiny reminding them that some connections are not accidents, they are assignments. This realization has been growing inside them like a truth they can no longer run from. And now, they are planning something that carries the weight of every unspoken word. They want to come clean. They want to come forward. They want to step out from the shadows with a truth that has been burning their chest every time they thought of you. This is not a small return. This is not a casual message. This is a soul-level shift, and they feel it with a force that scares them and pushes them at the same time. Now you must listen with your whole heart, because the plan they are forming will not just knock on the surface of your life, it will open a door that destiny left unfinished. They are preparing to bring forward pieces of their soul they once hid from you. They are preparing to reveal emotions they buried under fear. They are preparing to explain choices they regret, mistakes they made, and truths they never believed they would have the courage to share. What they want to tell you may change the way you see the past. It may change the way you understand their silence. It may even change the direction of the connection entirely. Something huge is waiting for you, and the moment they come forward, whether through a sudden message, an unexpected call, or a quiet arrival, you will feel the energy shift instantly. Their plan is more than a return, it is a revelation. And when it unfolds, you will finally understand why their heart never fully let go, even when their actions made it seem like they did.